Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Xinfin, aka XDC. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask you guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. And of course, if you do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting at any sort of time, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on as well, as I do appreciate that greatly as well. Now, of course, today's drop has been a little bit, concerning for a lot of people. I do believe that we're going to see a little bit lower in terms of prices. I know that that is probably scary to hear for a lot of people, but we are pretty much testing these bottom waters going as far back as like 35.4K. I do believe that this will probably break at some point in time, and we will see 34.6K. XDC currently, ranging around that point that I mentioned. It's been like a while. It's probably been about a month and a half maybe. I made these structures a very long time ago, but I've been talking to you guys about them for a while. Might even be a little bit earlier than that. I don't know if it was about a month or a month and a half ago, but anyways, the structure is this, right? So I've been saying that we can test those summer lows, which those summer lows are about 4.5 cents to around like 6.5 cents. We broke that today. In fact, our current structure, even if we were going back to Bittrex, right? So here's that price data from Bittrex. So I was actually looking at 6 cents to around 7.5 cents specifically. But when we looked back a little bit in time for more overall, price data. Sorry, that was the wrong one. I believe it's KuCoin. So actually, no, it's not. 1 second. I believe maybe it was. All right, so there we go. It was Bitfinex. In terms of the price data here, when we're going back to those summer lows before the all-time high, this is a perfect retest of major support if we could hold this. The point on the bottom of this candle at about like almost 5 cents, which is it's almost like 4.5 cents technically. There's major support going back to May 24th and May 23rd. I know that that's like a huge time frame to really kind of test this, but we also look at the RSI, and it's the most the RSI has been oversold since going back to December of 2020. So right now, we are looking for major bounces across the board, but we're not going to expect that. When we're talking about Bitcoin dominance rising to 42%, which I'm still waiting 45 to 46.5%, because that's major resistance up here on the weekly, we still have a long ways to go. This drop could take us even lower. We could test some, structures going as far back to pretty much the March timeframe of, pretty much 2021, which would bring us down to almost 3 cents. Okay? And I know that this is concerning to a lot of people. A lot of people might be fearful, worried. I get it. But look at the bigger picture here. There is still a lot more left in this market in my mind. I do believe that we will still have an alt season for a lot of our altcoin holdings, and I don't believe that the bull run is over yet. I do believe that we are in a short-term sort of bearish, price action move for Bitcoin and pretty much all of our altcoin holdings until we do see some strength on Bitcoin and on our altcoins. I want to see strength on Bitcoin specifically when dominance is actually dropping. That way we could see a huge move across the board for our altcoins. But we are still some time away from that. But I do want to talk to you guys about some updates within the Xinfin network scene, specifically a lot of development, right? So we do see here, this was 2 days ago, more than 1.7K smart contracts landed on the Xinfin XDC network. So this is actually pretty big when we're talking about the developmental, standpoint on a lot of use cases and stuff. But we do see here, BlockScan Explorer has confirmed 1.7K plus contracts and 1 million active wallets are on the network. This is pretty big. This means that there's going to be a lot of demand for this. But, of course, we need to not be distracted by just development standpoints alone. We also have to look at PA as well. When is a good time to enter? Because anything looks bullish until, of course, the structure that we see now is pretty much being built out. But I'm actually very excited for a lot more of these dApps to really kind of build out some very attractive overall use cases. We do see here this link gives detailed information pretty much on all of these tools and dApps that are built on Xinfin, but it's more so kind of directly correlated to that article that I talked to you guys about. Now, this is going back like 2 weeks ago, talking about the latest Ethereum killer, pretty much saying, hey, XDC is going to be an Ethereum killer. In my mind, XDC definitely is a very attractive in terms of its network. I more so kind of compare it to XRP. That's why when I always kind of compare and contrast XRP to XDC, and we see like it will be worth like $2.39, I'm just like, wow, it's crazy, because XDC truly does have a ton of potential behind it. I'm actually in XSwap protocol. If you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much their decentralized exchange. Now, I would definitely provide some insight on that to really kind of proceed with caution if you want to get into XSP, but I've already discussed that on this channel. But I'm excited for a lot more of these pretty much use cases to be developed out fully and go live, because this is 1.7K smart contract, so that's massive. And we do see here 2021 Go Global Awards, XDC, Trade Tech, top placer in the category, Trade Finance, Xinfin. The International Trade Council's Go Global awards celebrate businesses that are innovative, unique, and enterprising. The best part about this, right, is that I talked to you guys about Trade Tech multiple times. $15 trillion in the trade finance market. That's pretty much what they're trying to bridge. 1.5 billion process volume, 30,000 plus invoices financed, and 5,000 plus corporates funded. This is huge. Okay? This is huge. I've always discussed the idea on how we get to like major price appreciation for XDC. I'm just going to use Bitcoin's current market cap for an example. This is at $680 billion, not even, touching, the 10% mark for the trade finance market, which we are well positioned to disrupt fully. Don't believe me? Believe, Andre Casterman, who was working for Swift at some point in time. We just here want to know more about the use of digital assets in trade finance. Join us on Friday 21st. We will focus on the tokenization of trade finance open account portfolios and how it benefits originators such as SCF platforms. This will be, illustrative. Now, we do see here, want to know more about the use of digital assets in trade finance. He's talking about Trade Tech, of course. We do see here, this will be illustrated by Ian Duffy, CEO of Accelerated Payments, who relies on the combined Trade Tech and Xinfin proposition to automate the distribution of payables and tap into the new liquidity pools via the XDC network. This is huge. Okay? I just want you to understand that guess who plays a huge role in this? Xinfin. So when we're talking about the trade finance world being worth $15 trillion, just look at this at 1.5 trillion. Okay, and I'm not saying just throw your money to the wind and buy into XDC right now because it's going to 122. No, I'm just saying this could be a realization at some point in time. This could be a reality of the price of XDC. Okay, so I'm actually, preparing and just pretty much paying attention to what's being built on, XDC. I pretty much tell anybody who's in this space, be aware of the fundamentals behind the project, but also even the price action too. You want to know technical analysis in this game, but you also want to pay attention to things like this. Trade Tech opens new office in Dubai. Trade Tech, the leading technology provider for bank asset distribution, has selected United, Arab Emiratis as a base to service its clients in the Middle East, Africa, and Indian subcontinent. The firm has incorporated an office at Dubai Multi-Commodities Center, which is opened, in January 2022. So this is going to be pretty big, okay? And we do see here that this area is expanding very fast economically, financially, and demographically. We chose Dubai as it's well positioned to capture such growth, not only because of the location, but also because of the role it plays in developing new technologies, its excellent infrastructure, and top talent. The new office is a key step in continuing our rapid growth, or global growth, as we move to reduce corporate credit and trade finance transaction costs through cutting-edge trading automation technology. So they are going to continue to disrupt the trade finance area, which tells me they will grasp this 10% of this market. Okay, they are building out massive, innovative overall projects and technology within the space. I'm very excited for this. And of course, again, Andre Casterman pretty much saying that, this is a huge deal. But we also see, oh yes, trade tech plus XDC network equals money in the UAE. And of course, we do see here, when it comes to the UAE, don't forget about Xinfin and the ITFA, and Xinfin and the ADG or AD Global Market. Sorry, my bet is that XDC network is already humming along beautifully in the background in India and the UAE. And of course, we do see here bringing blockchain to financial institutions for early adoption and seamless delivery. From the man that spent 24 years at Swift, banks are seeing the progress of trade tech, accelerated payments, and XDC network. This is global. Think UK, India, UAE. The TFD initiative is key, and it truly is. Pay attention to TFD initiative because they have connections to massive trade finance names. I mean, this is huge. Okay, understand what you hold, even if things are looking rough at the moment. Pay attention to the fundamentals as well. Do not just focus on price because it will consume you fully. Okay, and we even see here from the DASL, check out our latest article in the Crypto Carry Club magazine on the benefits of tokenization. Thanks to TRG London for writing the article. And if we actually look into this, we are seeing some major talks about, DLT technologies. We're seeing major talks about tokenization in general. We're going to see tokenization really take off once we do see, companies like, for example, Swift really kind of adopt this technology at scale, utilize it in, areas where it really needs to be, utilized. We even see here the benefit of tokenization is that if a breach of a tokenized environment occurs, the exposed data is worthless to cyber criminals, virtually eliminating the risk of data theft. The application of tokenization to the digital asset world is now creating new ways to raise capital. Strategic partnership advisor at Coin Payments, bringing liquidity to previously illiquid assets, thus opening up investment and opportunities to new investor bases. We are seeing a huge impact from this. Typical VC holding times are 5 to 7 years. However, the typical holding times that blockchain VCs are getting during, the private sale might only be 1 month. And, when we're talking about tokenization, even from Swift, $27 trillion, or $24 trillion, by 2027, that is huge. Okay? That is massive. And even if we're talking about trade finance just being tokenized from Xinfin's side, that's fine. That's fine. $15 trillion, that is fine. Okay, because 10% gives us almost a 2000x. Is 2000x enough to make you rich? Because I know it's way more than enough to make me rich. And I'm not saying that I'm going to HODL XDC until this point. I'm going to obviously buy, sell, buy during that entire time. But again, I'm going to focus on the fundamentals behind this because I know that even at our current prices, yes, this is severely undervalued, and it's not going to be overvalued until we're at, almost this point in market cap because that's what they're disrupting. The technology behind this is huge. We're going to see mass, development happening on this network as well. I'm just very excited for the future of the Xinfin network. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, though. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Of course, go check out NCashOfficial.com for my exit plans and stuff like that. But with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.